Oh, hello, everyone. I am Claire Jones, if we haven't met already. I am the owner of Liminal Clarity, and I am the change guide for growth that provides supports and stability to high achieving women during times of change, stress, and or transformation. So I am jumping on today to talk about the third area of wellness practices to prioritize in order to show up as your best self in everything that you do and achieve more in less time with less stress. And today I'm talking about physical time. So if you are catching me live or you're watching the replay, please say hello, comment, tell us where you're tuning in from, and what your favorite physical activity is. So before I get into the nitty gritty, I wanted to let you all know that I am opening up 3 spaces to women impact makers out there who want to take control of their schedules and cultivate a solid foundation of mental, emotional, spiritual, physical wellness practices that will support them in achieving their goals without burning out in the process. So if you're interested, please book a call with me. I will put the link in the chat for your convenience. And now, how exactly did I learn about the importance of physical wellness? See, the funny thing is that physical time has been a sticky subject for me throughout my life. I've never really enjoyed it. And I have not been one to just enjoy running for the sake of running. I got so bad in elementary school that my father would actually bribe me to participate in sports teams, which only had a limited effect because after I got what I wanted and moved on, I quit the team. So then in high school, I did as little as possible to maintain a passing grade in gym class and was pretty much the bane of my gym teacher's existence. I will proudly wear that crown. And so I've really struggled over the years to find a routine that does work for me as an adult because I realize now how important it is to my mental, emotional, and physical health. But there's something that I've always loved over the years, and that is dancing! It doesn't matter where or how, I always find the time to dance, even when I don't intend to. You know, I dance at home in my underwear, I dance in my car on the way to wherever I'm going, and I just love dancing. And I do a lot of dance nowadays, but I've also found over the years that I love using the elliptical. I love with lifting weights, and I love incorporating the occasional yoga session as well. So what that looks like in my weekly schedule is going to the gym during the week on Tuesday mornings, and then pre-pandemic I would go to yoga classes and something called dance church on the weekends, which is similar to Zumba but with more improv. I call it synchronized flailing. It's fun, it's loosey goosey, and you can do whatever you want, but there are suggested moves that the instructor guides the class through, and it's a really fun experience. Can anyone relate to this? I'm sure there are a lot of you out there. And if you're interested in finding activities that work best for you, I am opening up the 3 spaces for women go-getters out there who want to take control of their schedules and better feed their brain's needs in general. So the link is in chat if you want to book a call. So let's get into the nitty-gritty with physical time. It refers to time spent working on your body or exercise or other means. So moving your body is critical to improving brain plasticity, in improving your immune system, and even in improving your overall mood. Exercise also has the capacity to enhance learning and memory, counteract mental decline associated with aging, aid recovery from brain injury or disease, reduce stress and anxiety, alleviate depression, and improve executive functions such as response speed, working memory, inhibition of inappropriate behavior, and your focus. So they've actually found that in various studies, exercise can be even more effective in treating depression than prescription drugs. So what happens in the brain when you do engage in physical activities? Your brain produces this awesome chemical called BDNF, and it's basically Miracle Grow for your brain. It enhances your brain's ability to create new neural connections. So when you exercise before learning something, you are much more primed to then learn the material that you're trying to absorb because your brain is a lot more primed to make the required neural connections that you need to make in order to learn the material and store the information in your brain. And they've done tons of studies over the years with elementary, middle school, and high school kids where if they put the physical education at the beginning of the day, learning improves, test scores improve, there's less aggression in the classroom, and people are in better moods. They basically just experience better conditions overall. So it's super important to get that physical time into your weekly schedule. One thing you can do is to set aside around 2 hours of moderate intensity aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity or an equivalent mix throughout the week. So that's either 2 hours of moderate intensity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity scheduled across the week so that you don't have to do it all in one day. But if you hit those markers, you are in a pretty good spot throughout the week. And an easy tool to make this a priority is to make it fun. So you can go dancing with friends, you can pick up a game of soccer with friends. Remember, you can combine these wellness practices and still reap the benefits and hit two birds with one stone at the same time. So ask yourself the question, how are you moving your body throughout the week? Do you intentionally schedule time for walking, dancing, running, hiking, lifting weights, yoga, cycling, or other activities? And that's pretty much it for today. So if you are interested in learning more, book a call with me with the link, and let's talk about the best way to get you on track and focused and devoting your time appropriately to these types of activities that will feed your brain and empower you to achieve your goals while having way more fun in the process. So we can use tools like the Healthy Mind Platter, flexible time blocking, and empowering rituals so that you can reach and maintain peak performance even in times of change, stress, and or transformation. So I cannot wait to support you in your growth journey. It'll be fun. In the meantime, please join me for more Facebook Lives where I will be doing a deeper dive into each of these areas and providing you with practical tips, tools, and recommendations. I'll be jumping on tomorrow to talk about sleep time. And until then, remember that your authentic self is extraordinary, it is wonderful, and you owe it to yourself to create the elevated life that you know you are capable of. So take care, everyone.